I decided to come and check out the school, and I took a tour of it, and I immediately fell in love with the facilities. There's so many different labs, from metals to printmaking to sculpture. I found myself wanting to maybe study printmaking, which is something I had never previously given any thought to, but just the level of facilities that I would have access to here was so exciting to me.
And aside from knowing about the community courses and knowing about the exhibits, I didn't really know very much else about the school. But over the course of that lunch with Greg and Paula, I learned a lot about the Saturday morning discovery programs and all of the various youth programs. And that in particular spoke to me, and it made it a pretty easy decision to join the board, because I had grown up pretty modestly with a single parent. We didn't have a lot of money to do a lot of extracurriculars. And so I have always been, as an adult, keenly aware and interested in programs of access.
I think the most important part of being associated with the school is a sense of community. And you know, I'm up here every week, and there's just this wonderful sense of community that exists here with other artists, and I don't know where you would find that. And you know, obviously I can't speak for other artists, but I need to be able to come up here and talk about what it is I'm doing and talk about my ideas, and being in that environment where people are supporting that is really meaningful.
But it is so exciting to have watched this transformation and watch it grow, and it's just an amazing place, and especially now it's 50 years old and it looks great. And
the smaller class sizes has been wonderful for me to really get to know the students, to really work them through their thought process, and also the one-on-one allows you to better communicate the process of ceramics.
So the beginning student is really the most fun, because we can measure their progress throughout the semester.
It is amazing how a small class size and knowing all of your fellow students and knowing your teachers one-on-one can really make you feel comfortable in a way that I hadn't felt previously at any other campus.
I teach at Palo Alto, and we have a student who finished our program and came to this program, and she's just seems like she's really flourishing. And a few conversations that I've had with her since she's been here, she's really upbeat on it, and just sounds like she's having a great time and learning a lot. I think it's absolutely a fantastic thing that's happening here.
Being exposed to what goes into a show, and curating a show, and creating a piece, and developing an idea all the way through, and then to have the experience of being exhibited and some of us collected, which is very rewarding. I think that it made a nice impression, and it kind of just fueled us to keep up the pace.
I got around to taking some classes here, and I took a letterpress class and just fell in love with it, and I think I've taken like 3 or 4 classes since then.
There's something to be said about consistency, and there's something to be said about changes. And I've been through both. The consistency is the place has always been a magical place for families and children. And that's what I loved about it. And it just emotes a place where you can come with your child and feel safe. And then to have all these amazing artists here, I got to work with them, take classes with them, and then my child gets to do it too. She came at 6 and now she is 25. And the amazing thing for me is to also have students that I've had here come back and say, look, I remember I still have the drawing that you taught me to do. Or I remember Saturday morning discovery, and then they come back and they actually work in the program. That's what's so amazing. The consistency of being there to see creativity take hold, and then the giving back of those students when they come back. I think that's what's so amazing about this place.